Okay.
And
And
let's set up for
uh,
the
mm,
for the Instagram.
oh, Instagram.
Instagram.
And night. Stop it.
Okay.
I
That's
think
a
that
bad word.
flash when the red light goes on.
Oh.
That we live.
Okay, I'm about to go live on the Instagram.
Woo! Never let him see you sweat in that tree.
Absolutely. So
Mm.
what's your Instagram again? It's Ray.
Ray.
Raise your vibration. Raise like the sun,
Uh-huh.
like the sun raw that I am.
Yeah, underscore.
Right.
Good.
Raise you underscore your
Mhm.
underscore vibration. You can also just go to at Hula Roots too. It'll still pop up. I just need people to know that they can raise their vibration. That's the message all day, every day.
Okay, so I'm putting both in. Okay.
Okay.
And now we are checking connection on Instagram, and we are now live on Instagram.
Bigger man.
All right.
Okay, so welcome to this week's Transformation Thursday on this wonderful, wonderful warm day. Thank you for
That's the
joining
one
us.
thing.
And thank everyone for their patience, in being here. um, and as you said, there is no such thing as time. It's just all divine timing.
That's right.
So,
That's
so this evening, the topic is Evoke Your Primal Healer. And our speaker, our wonderful facilitator this evening is the one and only Venetria, Miss Hula Roots. Thank you.
hey, cheer yourself, girl. Boy. Yes. My biggest cheerleader is me first.
So we are just here to hear you tell your wonderful story of healing and manifesting and what is hula roots and the process of um, hoop yugini. Am I saying that right?
Yes,
Hoop
you
yugini.
absolutely are. All of this time, girl, you know. Yes.
Okay, so yes, please introduce yourself and share your story.
Okay. Hello, worldlings, and welcome to Bronx Holistic Healing. And thank you for the invitation. You always are on time. And let me tell you, telepathy is a fact of life. And the cleaner you are, the better it works. And I definitely was thinking about you, Abina. And once again, you called just in time. I was like, I should begin to call from you. It's spring. We always touch base. We always touch base, and she always gets me going. We just everybody. It's a try to make it all work, right? So today I would like. Let's see. Let me not go off track. So today,
Go off track, go however you like to go.
yeah, because I can
We're
go,
here for
right?
as long as you
Okay,
want.
okay. We'll go a little there. A little on the agenda. Today's word is evoke. Now, it was brought to my attention that it may be the word invoke. But since I am a cosmic lexiconographer, the word today is evoke. Because we're in this bubble, in this universe here, right? And not just to evoke, but to command. Command. And let me explain to you why and how to really evoke. And it's not just knowing what to do. It's sometimes working with the people that help you get what you need to for you in your healing journey. Yes. So today I am going to talk about some tea. And tea, and what I mean, I did just by drinking tea. So this is maybe 8 years ago. I lost count. Maybe I'm like 5 years ago, but I think might be 6 or 7, something there, But I started drinking tea. I started saying I'm gonna change my life. And I was like, I always got this little gutty gut. I think there's a lot of meat in there. I think there's about 100 pounds in there. How do I get rid of that? Okay, detox. And how do I detox? So let's start with some tea, Benetria, right? So, you don't even have to be a doctor. You don't have to even know. All you have to know is the root of things. That's what Hula Roots is about. If you go to the root of things, you could definitely find the problem that we've gone so far ahead. If you just stay right here, you can find the answers. So I started drinking tea, and I had alleviated my asthma, hay fever, and I'm now in postmenopause. So I am also alleviating that chronic inflammation. I'm not calling it anything else. And now I am working on thinning my blood, keeping my blood thin. And let me tell you the story behind that and how I had to really evoke how I wanted to treat my healing process. I couldn't do it by myself, right? So before we get started, let me give you a disclaimer. I am not a doctor by any way necessary, not even playing one on TV. Please, if you start changing and adding things to your diet, especially with working with herbs, not every herb is the same. Definitely consult with your doctor. And even though whatever take that information to your doctor and let that doctor help you navigate how to start the healing process of whatever ailment you want to alleviate in your life. And look, asthma, when people is like, oh, asthma this, asthma that, I live in the city. And I'm on Grand Concourse, headquarters is on Grand Concourse. And lots of gas, lots of traffic. I got gas, I got all kinds of things in the environment. And it really, a lot of people in this community do suffer from all types of breathing problems. Now, I'll let you know that when you start a healing process and you do alleviate your issue and you say, great, 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 don't go back to whatever it is. You will find out very quickly that what ailed you is what the food that you're eating is not doing you any good. You have to change a little bit. Even if you change a little bit, it'll be just fine. Now, when I started with this tea regimen, I started with red clover. And when I noticed that my asthma disappeared, I was like, well, what have I been doing different? And especially hay fever. Ooh, y'all already know. So, let me see if I can see anybody else, right? This is it. Okay, that's it right here. So, okay, so with that said, when I started with my tea regimen, I noticed I was drinking red clover and I wasn't even full alkaline. Sometimes I was still eating some chicken. I had got down to perhaps eating beef 4 times a year, maybe seasonal, then down to 2 and then 1, so 1 slip up a year, things like that. And these things still work. So if you at least put the effort in with changing some things in your diet, these tea regimens will work for you. Now, I can't say that for everybody. I'm not a doctor, but I can tell you that they work for something. So it will help do something. So now, in the season, Hula Roots is a lot of hoop yogini, yes? And we have manifested many things. I am definitely not the same person I was 5 years ago. I have been manifesting since the first class before I was even an instructor. As when I was a practitioner, I manifested right in that hula hoop. And here I am today. So we use the hula hoop as a biofeedback tool. your own personal universe. And if you stand inside of your hoop and hold it at 3 and 9 o'clock, and just stand there and just say what it is that you want to say, maybe twist a little, have some movement, get your spine tingling, and what is the word I'd like to use? Start up, get the key going, right? Moving your body and just saying what it is that you want, honestly and earnestly in your heart. And it doesn't matter how it comes out. The universe knows what it is, but be careful because it's literal, very literal. Okay. So today, in the new season, Hula Roots has not been hula hooping since November of last year. We've been in a car accident. I just had surgery on my left rotary rotation cup on my left shoulder, and I can't really lift it past 90 degrees, but I can still move some here. There's it. That's right here. I feel it right here. And this is it. This is it for me, So what we're doing is really, I took that as a sign from the universe to say, slow down this. Everybody knows that, and bring out other things that that you're about, because this is a process. We don't just do hoop yogini and everything's okay. It's a process, with exercise and eating and going into self a lot less. As we like to say, meditation. I like to do moving meditation. I like to do foot meditation. I like to do every kind of meditation. So many ways that you can connect to the earth. And all of that is a process of getting your mind clear. So now we are really pumping up our 28-day alkaline diet. And before we do that, we're giving you some lessons in tea. So maybe you might want to detox before that program comes out. And this season's tea, we are concentrating on guinea hen's weed. Guinea hen's weed. And this is where the story begins. All right. So now that I have alleviated some issues in my health, I want to start on some other things. And let's talk about coumadin that's inside of guinea hen's weed. Coumadin is a blood thinner. I am on a blood thinner to alleviate clot production so that I won't get clots, and perhaps they'll go through the hole in my heart for my heart murmur, as they decide maybe that's why I had a stroke 2002, but I've been stroke free ever since. Yes. So when they told me that I was going to take these Coumadin pills for the rest of my life, Venetria's thought was, I'm not going to be taking pills when I'm 99. So we were already like revving up like, this is, okay, what are we going to do about this? Because they sure wasn't trying to give me an answer. So this is like my third show since like March, right? Letting some people know this guinea hen's weed might be right at the corner store, right? So I'm going to show you how I prepare it first. And then I'm going to tell you what their properties are. And then I'm going to tell you why I take it and a great story about it. All right, so I get it in bulk. Sometimes I buy it a quarter pound, and I get it from alkaherbs.com. And it looks like this, some leaves and some roots. Each part does something, but I mush them all together. But you can definitely separate them. The roots are so big that you can just pick them out and get the leaves and get the property benefits from just that, or mix them, or just get the roots. Either or, you can get like a coffee grinder and grind them up, so that you can measure it Most teas usually is 1 teaspoon per 8 ounces twice a day. If you're really going towards an attack for something, perhaps 3 times a day, but definitely read the directions. Most good products come with directions, how many milligrams, milliliters, how much water, how to prepare it, all of that. Now, what I have done, I only have a little bit left, but I grinded it. So now I have a little bit left. Now, even though I get it from online now, it was very hard for me to find it. When I found this herb and I looked at its ingredient benefits and I saw coumadin and I was like, oh my goodness, I can get off these pills. Yes. And so I started looking for it. The first name of it, it goes by many, many, many names, which we will go over. It was called Enamel, ANMU. Okay, I'm not even gonna try and spell it right now. I didn't even write it down. But it's called Enamel. That's how it is pronounced, right? So I'm looking, for a couple of years about this. I was like, I've never seen this herb, Let me really look online. I couldn't even find it online, that word. Why couldn't I find it online? I know when you're ready, it will come. The answers will come, right? So this guinea hen's weed. Have you ever seen this package in your local supermarket? Perhaps in the international aisle. It is the Angel brand. And this enamel is also called guinea hen's weed. Guinea hen's weed has coumadin in it. Hey! So I was like, okay, we're definitely going to get that and see how we can get off of these pills. Now, here is where you speak to your doctor. Don't be shy. This is where you tell them how you want to be treated. And then instead of them shoving down whatever kinds of pills or whatever injections that they want to give you, because there's definitely a different alternative. The first time I went to my doctor, I told her about this weed. First time I went to my doctor, I told her about this herb and I wanted to use it. And the first thing, I understand that how they would come up because that's how they had to come to you. They had to come to you with what they learned. So it felt like a deter me to do that. Well, they said that these pills, they only cost this much to make, and it's the same milligrams all the time, every time. It's never wrong. You're always getting the right stuff. Now, if you're doing it through the herb process, maybe 1 year, the crops didn't grow because it wasn't a lot of rain, or it was not, didn't get enough sun, or it's just different that year. Then the milligrams are going to be different, So I was like, okay, I took that information. And then after a while, I thought, here we go. Start digging in. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? I'm not the same person I was 5 minutes ago. I'm not the same person that was sitting in the waiting room. And by the time I sit in your office, I am a wild human being. Yes. And I am not the same. So why should my medicine be the same? And I'm quite sure that these medicines, these herbs were put here on earth to work for us, no matter what. So now recently I've had another visit with my doctor, and now here is where I commanded that that this is how I would like to direct my health. So I let her know the story, like, hey, I'm not the same person. I understand what you told me before, but you got to work with me because I'm not taking these pills until 99. And I'll be probably living further than that. So with this said, I need you to work with me because if not, we're going to have a problem. So what we did, we tested the blood, and I'm supposed to be between 1 and 3. I'm supposed to be between 2 and 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. I'm supposed to be between 2 and 3. It is the name of the test is called an INR, and it tests the fluidity of your blood. the coagulation of your blood, how much coagulation is in your blood. So it was high. It's a little high. It's a little high. Why? Because I started drinking this here tea along with still taking the medicine. So now when I asked, please work with me because it's not going to work with what you told me. You already know Venetria. Stop it. This is where you evoke the primal healer within. You already know what to do. I need you to help me. Don't give me with that answer. Let's work together. So what we do, we have a regimen that we're working together right now. I'm taking a different dosage, and perhaps I'm going to start with 1 glass per day. Then we're going to test if maybe I can have 2 glasses per day. Maybe I'll have even a lot lesser until we're going to wean myself off of it. But this is what you need to do. You need to have come up with a plan. You need to tell your doctor, this is the plan, and can you help me? And if you can't get any help from your doctor, there's plenty of places to go. There's herbalists all over the place, all over the place. And that is what I mean by evoke and demand the primal healer within, because I am not taking peace pills. This is not going to happen. This is not going to happen. Right? So with that said, let's talk about those benefits, right? Let's talk about those benefits, right? All right. So some of these words I still can't pronounce, but we definitely, you're going to work with me. Okay. You're going to work with me. All right. So guinea hen's weed is a fantastic herb, and in different parts of the country, different parts of the world, each place they use it for different properties, different benefits. We will go over some of that, and before we do that, let me go over some names. Perhaps you might know some of these names. Maybe I didn't. So here we go. Common names for guinea hen's weed are Anamu, A-N-A-M-U, Anamu, Apasin, Apasina, Episode Tesoro, Aspen, Congo, Congo root, garlic weed, guinea hen weed, guinea hen leaf, gully root. This goes like from A to Z. Herbox. I cannot try and pronounce that. Huevo de gato, gojo root, guan, K-U-A-N, guan, lemuru, Pippi, Tippy, Okano, and Kojo root. So some of those are some of the names. And if you've ever heard of any of those, have you ever heard of any of those? All of those names are for one root. I've even gone, when I go to buy herbs, at the store, at the herbal stores, I've even asked the herbalist, is that enamel go by any other name? And it still wasn't recognized. So it took me a while, but I guess this is the time for me to say, it's time for you to go and start another regimen, because the healing is within. Now, some of the benefits of this herb are, so in Argentina, they use it for antiseptic, colds, diarrhea, diuretic, vermifuge, headache, respiratory tract infection, rheumatism, swelling, toothache, urinary infections. In Brazil, abortive. Okay, let me tell you, if you're pregnant, think you're pregnant, after pregnant and you're nursing, do not use this herb. Always read the directions. Let's see what else we have. Anti-rheumatic, asthma, anti-inflammatory, arthritis, cancer, diabetes, diuretic, fever, headache, inflammation, malaria, poison, like from an arrow, repellent from a bat, rheumatism, sedative spasms, toothache, venereal disease, and vermifuge. In Guatemala, stomach aches, blood disorder, dermatitis, diarrhea, fever, I'm not pronouncing that one. Using it a lot for skin diseases, menstruation, pimples, ringworm, cyanitis, skin diseases, skin eruptions, skin fungus, stomach cramps, and I'm not going to go there. I'm just not. Now, and that's just a few countries that, I can give a nice little a link to where I found some of this information. I mean, like, I don't even know why it just didn't come up for me, but this is how it's easy. It's easy. It's easy. It's these teas alleviate many, many, many illnesses, many diseases. And this is one way that you can start. Just a little bit of in your diet, get rid of some of that white food, like white rice, white bread, white wheat bread, wheat products, definitely wheat products, sugary products. Now, I don't have any sugar in any of my teas. And in this tea, I always put a little bit of ginger. Ginger is an anti-inflammatory properties. And so I always have a little double shot of that. Let's take a sip. It is a very nice, mild taste. And with the ginger in it, it adds a little kick, like soda, like acid, okay? So I love to throw ginger in everything. If you have any type of joint issues, throw ginger in everything. Ginger pops, ginger candy, ginger tea, everything ginger. And with that said, the Primal Healer can start with medicinal teas. Find one that heals any of your ailments and start with a 2-cup-a-day regimen. And if anything else that you need to know, most of the directions are on the package and you can definitely find someone to assist you. But hang out with Hula Roots and we will definitely put you on that journey. Thank you so much for having me. Are there any questions?
Oh, yes, thank you. That was very informative. I'd just like to know if you could repeat more of who you are
Yeah.
and discuss what got you on this path. Like, what made you become a master of hula and why hula?
Well, it is so beautiful. I definitely follow the signs that are coming to me. So one day I said to my partner, I want to teach yoga. I want to teach Tai Chi or Qigong, you know. He was like, why don't you? And I was like, okay. Started going on. I went on YouTube. I started teaching myself yoga. Then I found, the day that I found Hoop Yogini, I just went out there and said, okay, universe, I want to teach this. Find what yoga I should be teaching. That was the first. Found Hula Roots. One day, this butterfly hung out with me for like all day. Okay, like why would a black butterfly, 2 of them, hang out with me all day? I was hanging out with my grandson. We saw this lady with a whole lot of hoops. The little girl was like, hey, that was hanging out with my grandson. That's my mom. Why don't you come and meet her? Took a class. And it was like this hula hoop, marrying yoga. And I thought that was so interesting and different. And it was definitely spoke volumes to me. And I said, I want to teach this yoga. This is the yoga I want to teach. It's not like everybody else. And I was in class that next week. I was in class that next week. So that's how the yoga I wanted to teach, that's how I fell into being just the hula hoop. And in the journey of this hula hoop, everything came to me. Why don't I start a business? And all of the people that I've met you, I met a lot of people, and it started to define me as this is part of what you can show other people. How, people would ask me, why do I look like this and how I'm so high vibrational and how do I keep that high energy? I was like, I got this. Why did you try it? And it's been a part of me. That is how I got into that being hula hoop being part of me. And everything that a lot of manifestation has been inside of that hula hoop.
I can definitely say, yes, you are high vibration. I mean, if that were a
Trying to stay
way to,
calm now, y'all.
yeah,
Hey.
no, that is who you are. I mean, I've never seen you at like less than 10. So high vibration.
And if you
high
do, you know there's something wrong. Listen, yeah.
high vibration definitely defines you. And I remember the workshop that you did on manifesting with the hula hoop, and that was just like so amazing. It was
Oh,
just so amazing. Do you want to share a little bit about that manifesting with the hula?
you mean like how I really that first one, how I got into that class?
Yes, like
Got it. You
manifesting. I
got
was like,
it. You
what?
got it. You know, I love to talk. No, but it's just so amazing. It really is. So when I was inside of that hoop, there's an asana, a position called inspired lifts, and you twirl, you rotate on one side, you lift the hoop, and you rotate. One side, you say what you're thankful for, and on the other side, you say whatever it is that you want to bring to you, whatever it is you want to bring out. What I said was, oh my goodness gracious, this class is awesome. I've never seen it before. I can make it work. Hey, they have they got teachers training next week and it costs this much dollars. And it's in Virginia. So what I need from you, universe, is the fee, and I need traveling, and I need boarding, and I need my food, and we'll be good right there. Okay, so how about it? All right, this is, I definitely said it out loud. Just yes, say it in your head, but also once you let it out, those are yours. Those are your words, those fighting words, right? Not fighting words, but that slice up the universe and get what you need, find what you need. So the next day, I got a phone call saying, hey, we got this check ready from your car accident from last year. Okay, so like not even a warning, not even a warning. I was like, oh wow, are you serious? And I was off to class. That next week. And that season I was teaching classes, have, little classes here, little classes there. And here we are now. With a whole lot of programs to help you raise your vibration. It can be $3.99 too. $3.99, you get some tea, high vibrating, cleaning out yourself. That's definitely high vibrating right there. So this is one of the manifestations I've done. And many a times I've written a book just sitting inside of my hoop. Sometimes I'm moving, sometimes I'm just sitting, sometimes I'm sitting in front of my altar, but I do plenty of manifesting, even just not sitting still, even moving, even when you're moving around, even when you're walking. It is easy. All you got to do is just open your mouth.
So why is it important to keep your vibration high?
Well, I'm going to, let's see, how can I, okay. Keeping your vibration high lets positive things come to you. If you're doing negative things, talking negative, these things will affect your cells up to your cellular level. Always be on your best. And every turn, that time when it's like, I could be evil, you could say something nasty, or I could say something high vibrating, because we're all living this human experience and we all know how humans are. And if you want to change from that, clean out from the inside, so that once the good words will come outside. And when you find yourself in that crossroads, that every time, that is the time, that is a lesson. That is a lesson. We have plenty of them all day long, all day long. So it is very important to keep at a high vibration, so that keeping your body clean, keeping your body working to its full potential, and not letting the body become so negative that everything in your body works negatively. That's why you keep high vibrating in your life. Keep smiling. Keep smiling.
What else can you do to keep your vibration up? You know, because this is New York City. So
Oh,
we need
yes,
all the
indeed.
tools that we can. And before you answer
Okay.
that, before you answer that, are you still in the Bronx? Because someone
Yes,
has a
we
question on
are. Yeah, we're
Instagram.
kind of staying put here, you know. We got a
Yes.
little case going on. Yes, we do. And but we are, you know, we're still movable. There's nothing. I'm working through everything, every bit of pain, everything. But there are plenty, like I said, there's plenty of free 99 things. Free 99 things. I'll definitely share. Okay, so one of my favorite things is grounding. Definitely grounding. The earth has magnetic fields that can help lower your blood pressure. If you're anxious, can make you bring your anxiety down to a level of calmness. And there's plenty of ways to do it. You can even walk on concrete. It doesn't have to be soil, because what is concrete made of? The root of, okay? It's made of all of these, everything smashed up. And eventually that's what it is. It's still a part of soil. Any way that your feet are touching earth, you can be gain the benefits of those properties. So say as an example, you are hugging a tree. You're hugging a tree. Your hands, your arms are hugging a tree. The tree is rooted in the earth. Hence, you are earthing, okay? Which is one of my favorite things. You know, Venetria does have a tree in the middle of my name. So I always think that I was a tree in one of my past lives. I really, really love to sit in trees. I sit in there for hours. Lots of manifesting there. Another way you can high vibrating, stand underwater. Stand underwater.
Mm.
Put your hands in water. Put your feet in water. Waddle your feet in the river, in a pool, in a bucket. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. That is so very free. Those sprinkles that's out there, go waddle in one of that, you know, in some of that free. Let's see, that is water. That is earth. Let's see. Is that good enough for now?
I was going to ask, because you did water. So what would be like the fire if you're using all the elements? Like how would you use fire in raising your
Yes,
vibration?
yes, okay. So tea. Tea is hot. Tea is also hot food. Hot food. Clear out your chakras. Clearing out your chakras. Red food. Hot peppers, bell red peppers in your food. You can also do that with food. Food will definitely raise your vibration. But any kind of food, definitely those green leafy vegetables will definitely raise your vibration. But hot things can definitely gear you into that. Let's see, in food portions. I'm thinking of light. I'm thinking of light and how I would work with light, lighting your candles in front of your altar, perhaps. Just lighting a candle within your home, maybe in your window, on a special table, touching it as soon as you go and saying whatever it is that you would be thankful for, perhaps. That can raise your vibration. And for wind, smells, good smells, aromatherapy, good. Definitely smells that will heighten your perspective here. Smells like cloves, lavender, spearmint, mint. Some of those good smells like that.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And someone has a question on Instagram. Do you have any meditation suggestions?
Yeah. Let's see what I could do here. You could just stand here, closing your eyes, having some music behind, in your background, and you could just move any size hoop or not. Maybe you don't have to have a hoop, just moving. This is a good way that I do moving meditation and breathing. Breathing is a good technique, just 5 minutes of that. A good 6 breaths will definitely bring, if you're high anxiety, 6 breaths will help bring you back to a calmness. Just a good 4 inhale at count to 4, hold at the top, exhale 8, hold at the bottom. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Do that for 5 minutes. That's a great meditation. And anytime that your thoughts go beyond, oh, I need to come back. And eventually 5 minutes will be over. Eventually you'll start to do 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes, and perhaps half a day. Some people do that. So those are some. I like to move. Meditate. I go take a walk around the block and meditate. Say what you need to say, some affirmations, walk around the block. Meditation does not just have to be sitting on the floor and having a relaxed position, with your legs crossed here and your spine erect. Yoga is a yin and yang kind of thing. So if you're walking, you're being motorized, but it's an easy thing. So you're also at ease. And say your affirmations. Meditation can come in many forms, many, many forms. And those are some of the things I like to share in some of our future programs in Hula Roots.
Let's see, someone says, oh, sounds like sacral chakra healing. That's a comment on Instagram.
Yes, indeed. And I like what we like to do is, even if you're sitting still, if you have a hula hoop, even if you go purchase one from anywhere and just use it as a biofeedback tool, lifting up your hoop will bring out everything and, let everything exit. And then when you're bringing your hoop down, you are receiving. So that's another way of, as a breathing technique. This is all like a lift right now. But, that is a way that we use our hula hoop in one way in our moving meditation.
So what do you mean as a biofeedback tool?
So when you also think of hula hoop, hula hoop has a program, Hoop Yogi. Let me take a sip. Here we go right here. Hoop Yogini has a program called the Spinal Awakening Series. And, oh gosh, what was the question again?
You mentioned using the hoop as a biofeedback tool, so I wanted to ask if you could expand on that.
Okay, so when people, think of just the hula hoop, they're thinking, well, how are we going to spin and use this hula hoop with yoga? We have two types of versions. One, you're actually spinning the hoop on your waist and doing yoga positions. And you can also use it as a standstill. So as a biofeedback tool, we are using our body strength, our own strength, to use the hoop to move our body as in lateral front and back, lateral side to side, and rotation moves. All of these are doctor-approved flows for your spine to help build that up. Keep it nice and strong. Keep the fluid, producing fluid in your rotation spins. So really keeping your spine supple. And a lot of people say, I've been doing this, forever. Even when you're thinking about attempting to be sitting up straight and eventually you go down here, all you have to do is every time you think of it, this way you are making your back strong. This is your exercise. Take those inches all day long. So a biofeedback tool is just using it without a spin, using it as a tool to help you move your bio body. Does that answer your question?
Sure. So had you been hula hooping before Hoop Yogini, or you started yoga and then started using the hula hoop?
Just as a child, hula hoop, just as a child. And I haven't been in a hoop for years, but I am coordinating, I dance, so I can maneuver things, I won't let that scare me. What I like to tell people is your body has muscle memory. And if you just take that hoop, let it spin before you start moving, your body is like, ooh, you'll feel it. I promise you, you'll feel it. Don't even, just let it spin, right? And so when I was introduced to Hoop Yogini, I had never did yoga except for teaching myself yoga. But because I had dance experience, that gave me the experiences, have enough experience to say, okay, I can take this class. I have enough experience. But to take this class as a practitioner, you need no experience whatsoever. So when I came into Hoop Yogini, no, I didn't do any yoga. No, I was not hula hooping. I was learning as I was doing it. And as when I finished class and got certified, yes, that's who I was. That's who I was. So yeah, I wasn't that at all. As soon as I got in here, this was introduced to me. This is who I was supposed to be. The universe said, get inside of a hula hoop. Don't worry, you got it. So when people say, oh, I can't, you better say I can. Because if you say I can't, then you can't, because that's what you're saying. If you say I can, then all of everything is going to come to you to say that you can. And I'll help you out. I'll help you out. So I had none of that. So don't be scared. Don't be scared to get inside of this hoop. One trick at a time.
Earlier you said in your interactions with doctors, you said the medicine that's for me, because you were trying to say that you are unique, so what you're prescribing is like not for me. Can you kind of repeat that, because that kind of stuck with me, how you're trying to tell me to do this, but my body is this.
Yes, indeed. Yes, please. I really, as I'm bringing my tea show back out, and I really want to tell people about this Guinea Hen's Wheat. I've been working this tea for a minute. So seriously, like, your doctors, most doctors don't know about nutrition. I promise you, they just don't. Even the nutritionists don't know about nutrition, or they're going to tell you things that they've learned. And I don't know where their continuing education is, but you have to do it yourself. And that is knowing who you are and what you need, right? So I knew that when they told me I was going to be taking this forever, that wasn't going to hit, right? So my body is already, what we going to do? And when I told my doctor that whatever y'all are doing, we're doing the same thing, and I really feel, like that pandemic, I feel like a reset. I feel like a reset. I feel like everything is old. I'm not even the same. I'm not even that person anymore. I'm definitely on a new journey. And I'm quite sure that most of the world feels the same way. So with that said, I'm not doing that old thing that you continuously tell me to do. We have to move forward. I promise you, like, it's not supposed to be this way all the time. So let me help you understand who I am, because if we can't work together, then I can't work with you at all. Yes, you have to find who can work with you. You have to find somebody that will listen to you and not tell you what they think, anything. Be bold and command that. So when that doctor told me, I told them about this herb. I told them what it has in there. I said, maybe I can figure out, how many glasses I need, or how much it takes to have the same milligrams that's been working for so long for us. And she told me something negative. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna say, excuse me, one moment. Stay on this. Look, my doctor already knew that I'm not even getting the asthma pump anymore. It was like 3 years. So do you really think that I'm playing around? I'm not playing around. Help me out, or else it's not going to happen. I was frustrated. And in my frustration, I demanded, help me out. So when they said that these pills, they're always the same. They're always manufactured the same. It's never going to be off. It's always the same strain, the same way that it was made. It's synthetic. And, this is what it is. You should continue to do this. And I wasn't going for it. I listened to her, and it took me, sometimes a few weeks to swallow that. But I regurgitated it. And the thought came to me when I took that class in college. It was a death in something class. And that's where I learned that you are not the same person as you was 5 minutes ago. So when, it just, to me, it was like, well, then maybe I should have a medicine that changes with me. Maybe I should have a medicine that changes with the earth, because I am of that. So I'm connected. Put all of those things that we all know and put them into practice. And if you do, you will see some change. And when you see that change, then you want to grow. And I'm just saying that happened. That's the way it happens for me. So yeah, with this medicine, I just can't let them say what it is. I've been looking into many teas, and I just want to share that information with people. Like, start with the teas. It's real simple. Just start with the teas, and everything else is extra. Everything else is extra. But that synthetic medicine versus God medicine, you can't tell me anything else after that. So did that kind of explain where I went with that?
Yeah, so it's like you are taking charge of your own health, You're putting your health in your own hands, which, is very important, like advocating for yourself because you know what it is that you need. So thank you for that. Really appreciate that. Just
I
like how you just like how you said with the manifesting with the hula hoop, like saying what you need, to in order to accomplish what you want to do.
try
Okay,
it
I
out. Try
appreciate
it out.
it.
Try it out. Faith. My FFF theory.
Your F
F fear.
theory.
My FFF theory. F fear. Walk in
Mm. Oh, okay, okay.
faith.
Okay, so where can we learn more about Hoop Yogini? Where are there any classes and where can we purchase your hoops?
Well, we definitely have hula hoops, definitely has special hoops. Definitely we have our vibrational hoop, which has some crystals and copper inside of the making of the hoop. And we have our regular hoops to your colors. We will start making hoops probably in the summer season. So if you hang out with me on Instagram at raise your vibration, raise RAYS _your vibration, or just at Hula Roots and follow us, and we will definitely keep you abreast of when our shop opens.
Okay. And are there any classes or anything at this point?
You know, I don't know about the hula hoop, y'all. I don't know hula hoops. I will have to think of some way other than, how to work with my hoops. So that's something that is a challenge right now because I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. But but some of our other programs are going to be highlighted. So that will be the 28-day. And right now we started streaming our Serving Tea with Love show, where we talk about a different tea per month. That show is on the last Tuesday of the month. But in the spring, we got a little kind of busy things going on. So we have the dates already on our page. If you just go to Hula Roots, you can find out all that information, and everything else is in the bio.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Oh, are there some other Hoop Yogini pages or sites or books or references that you recommend?
Absolutely. I have a whole Hula Roots community, not Hula Roots, Hoop Yogi community, right? So we are definitely, I will be posting different things that Hoop Yogini does that can be shared with everyone, which I haven't been posting much of because, well, this married life is still taking me by a whirlwind. And so, yeah, so we're definitely just coming back out. And like I said, I thank you so much, Abina, for inviting me, because it gives me a way to say, hey, everybody, we're back, a little bit slowly but surely. But some of our other programs, but we'll definitely have that on our page. You can also take a peek at Hoop Yogini. Just go to Hoop Yogini, at Hoop Yogini on Instagram. And you'll be meeting Jocelyn Gordon, the creator of Hoop Yogini. And you can definitely see some different things that we have posted there. It is for everybody.
And can Hoop Yogini be done by all ages or even like in a chair?
Yes, we definitely I have been doing the Spinal Awakening series, the From the Core series, and there is another series that Hoop Yogini has that I haven't even brought out, and not a lot of Hoop Yoginis are certified for that, but there are some. And on Hoop Yogini, you can definitely find those type of teachers in your area. We have them all over. You're not just in the, worldwide. So it is, yeah, Hoop Yogini worldwide. That's where you go on Instagram to see some extra Hoop Yogini events. I think
Okay.
there's one that's coming up in Brooklyn that I was just asked to partake in that I had to turn down.
Oh.
I like, girl, they'll be like, nah, you don't need none of this. What? It's like, yo. And
Well.
all my doctor bills, I need my doctor bills paid for.
Well, I have some videos, of, when I have seen you doing your work. So I will post them on my Facebook. For people who aren't familiar with you, who haven't seen you in action, they can
Yes.
see you,
What
they
I,
can get.
and with that said, what I was going to do as that, is like, you still are Hoop Yogini, Venetria. So I was, going to start my YouTube page and put on past things that I have done for people to catch up on some of those Hoop Yogini things. So once that pops up, I will be posting that on my Instagram page.
Okay, awesome, fantastic, fantastic.
Thank you for that. Yes, indeed. Yes, I could definitely post it. And I definitely just posted something. I was like, hey, y'all gonna see old videos of every, hula hooping thing I've done. It's not me right now. But just to give you it's a beautiful thing. I promise. It is a beautiful thing. I mean, once you get in there, it's so magical, but not everything is for everybody.
Mhm.
But I haven't seen anyone say no yet. No, I might have once, yes. I might have once, yeah. Once in 5 years, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you've only been doing this for 5 years? It seems like so
Since
much longer.
2018.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. And actually 2018, we were going strong. And like I said, I was introducing it before that, maybe about a year or two before that. And after that, then we just made it a business. Then we made it a business. So there we are now. And just, I was like, I've been here forever. I was like, what, just 2018? And then we had a pandemic and this, like, oh, get back to work. We gotta get back to work.
Well, I know that you will be back momentarily. I just like to say just momentarily, we know that you will be back. But I want to thank you for speaking this evening, and I'm glad I had a chance to introduce you to people who may not be aware of who you are.
Thank you so much. Can I say one more thing of who else I am?
Of
All
course.
right.
Of course.
So I am a newlywed, a definite newlywed. I waited 52 years for that one person, and I got that. That manifested. Oh yeah, that definitely was manifesting. That was a total manifestation. I could tell you about that one, how to get your man, from the universe, from the universe, drop him. So I'm a newlywed. I am a glamour of 7 now. I am a master trainer for Hoop Yogini. I am an alkaline coach. I am an author. And I am just here to help my community raise their vibration through all the different things. Yes.
What is your book? I wasn't aware of that. What is your book?
It is called She Forgave Her, My Triumphant Story. It is on Amazon, and you can go in my bio, and there will be a link for that, going straight there. It is a story about forgiveness. It is a hard story, but it is a story that should be told, because forgiveness, once you forgive, it's not for them. I promise you, it's not for them. Once you forgive, I promise you, these doors will open. These doors will open, because some doors have to close for the other ones to open. So don't worry about the ones that close. Jump for joy, because that that there's something else that's ahead for you. So that's what that's about.
Yeah, I'm on your Amazon right now. So I was not aware of this. Okay.
It is that picture. I had that picture, that profile picture. That's the picture of the book. That is a picture of the book that I have there now. But definitely, it's going to let you know who I am. And I don't talk about it much yet, but it's definitely going to tell you where I came from, and how my road was. I stepped on thorns and glass, and the stairs were crooked. We're gonna, you know that poem, right? Life ain't been no crystal stairs.
Okay.
And with that, with forgiveness at any level, my life really became better after that. So forgiveness is another portion of raising your vibration.
Okay, awesome. I just put your book in the comments for the Facebook Live. Okay, thank you. I will be checking that out. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Like I can't
Oh,
even. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can.
absolutely.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
thank you again. This has been absolutely wonderful. I want to
Oh,
thank you for being the speaker for Transformation Thursday, week 126. Thank you so very much.
yes. We got to play those numbers. I've been
That's a
really
thought.
working with numbers. If y'all see a bunch of numbers in your life, it's for real. Go find out angel numbers. You keep seeing those numbers, go online and find out what those numbers mean.
That is true. That is definitely true. Well, thank you, Venetria. Thank you so much. Again, this has been Transformation Thursday, and our speaker has been Miss Venetria Hula Roots. Just,
Right, I love it. I like hula. Or you can
so I
say Venetria Moon Ra. Venetria Moon Ra love.
Venetria Moon Ra Love. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So just commercial and slash reminder of some upcoming events. May 7th, I know we posted May 6th, but May 7th in Teaneck, New Jersey is the annual Womb Chat at Rock Collage Healing Gallery in Teaneck, New Jersey. That is Sunday, May 7th. The post will be put up tomorrow and shared about the new date change. June 10th is The Soul of a Man Part 2, and that will be in the Bronx. And save the date for Saturday, June 24th, the Bronx Yoga Summit. So I
Let's see
hope Miss
about that.
yes, yes. Let's see, because
One shoulder.
yeah. Definitely save the date, Saturday, June 24th, in the Bronx. And we've already got some tickets sold for that. So thank you very much for the support. That is planned to be the largest yoga event in the Bronx. So Saturday, June 24th, the Bronx Yoga Summit, because I'm intent on expanding healing in the Bronx. Okay, so thank you,
Yes.
everyone.
Thank you so
everyone.
much. Enjoy the evening. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you. See you all next week. Okay, have a great evening.
Night.
Bye. Bye.